Hi guys, hope y'all are doing good. Today I wanted to do a video talking about my disability, 22q deletion syndrome, and any other disabilities in general, not just 22q. But what I'm going to be talking about is I not well a while ago I put up a blog post called 22q is a battle, is an everyday battle, but have faith. And my blog is called myjourneywithgod.org. And so with 22q deletion syndromes, there are some good things and some bad things with it. And lately I've been struggling a lot with my disability and like anxiety and just a lot of other things. So I'm reading from my notes right here that I have from my blog post, just as you know if I'm looking down. All of us who struggle with any disability, we know how hard it can be, especially on the days when we can just tell that, like, maybe our anxiety is getting to us. And families who have someone with 22q or a disability know how hard it can be and know what you're going through, and when no one else knows. And also that God, He sees our struggles and He knows what we're going through, and He is always there for us, and He will lift us up and strengthen us. But I try to be very positive with my disability because I don't like looking at the negative things with my disability. Like I did kind of before, I didn't want anyone to know about my disability. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it, and I just felt embarrassed about it and wondered how people would think of me with having a disability. But God has changed my heart a lot with that, and now I love talking about it and encouraging others with disabilities. So having 22q and any other disability can honestly be like an uphill climb. You start out very small in life, and then you take baby steps to climb up like that mountain until you reach to your full potential. And sometimes for me, having 22q, if you're like climbing up that mountain, sometimes you have to start all over again with the mountain, in other words, the struggles, and it can be really hard and frustrating sometimes. But even though having 22q or having a disability is a battle every day, it doesn't have to say who you are. Because, having a disability isn't because of any sins that we have done in our lives. I know some people think that, but it isn't. It's just how we were created, and God, He created everyone in His own image and likeness. That verse. And just someone who is born with blue eyes and someone who was born with a disability, have it be 22q or Turner syndrome, autism, it's just who we are. And to be honest, we should not be ashamed of who we are and who God created us to be. Even though there might be some things that we don't like about ourselves, which, trust me, there are some things that I don't like that I struggle with myself on that subject, but God is helping me to appreciate and love who He created me to be. And but we can also become better versions of ourselves. We can also make progress. For me, 22q looks like this. Sometimes struggling to keep myself motivated to do things. Sometimes I get very anxious and to the point where I can't do anything anymore. And sometimes, the anxiety takes over, but I try to push through that, and I try to push I try to fight through that anxiety. I do. And also, like, trying new things is difficult for me. I've had lots of stomach problems, and I still do, even though I had to change my diet to being gluten-free and dairy-free, because I used to throw up every single morning, and I was sick throughout a lot, like almost every day, and feeling weak and stuff, and also like calming myself down when I'm like anxious or whatever can be hard. But even though I don't like to complain, and I don't like to look on the negative side of things, which no one should, and even though I see these things in my life, I know that God believes in us, and He knows that we are strong, and like that quote saying that we have been given this life because God knows that we can handle it. So, that should keep us going. And let's see, so even though there's, always going to be another mountain to climb every single day to try and push through all the struggles and frustrations, just like keep pushing yourself and keep going. Don't give up. Like, I have to keep telling myself every single day, no matter how I feel, because I can just get to the point where I'm so anxious where I can't go and do something. So if you have that same issue too, and also, that all things are possible with God, and that is Matthew 19:26. We just gotta keep fighting. God gives His hardest battles to His strongest soldiers. So let's keep fighting and climbing our way up that mountain, and keep our focus on God, our pioneer and fixer of our faith, and just be strong, because God is cheering us on. So I hope that was encouraging, and it feels so good to make a video again, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Bye.